Okay, so what you think about gender roles?
And I'm not one of them that feels like the man pays for everything. And my parents aren't like that. They both pay the bill. One of the biggest things I have learned going through this journey is I cannot do it by myself. I wouldn't be here if I didn't have people to lean on. In business, you never know.
You never know.
You could go from one budget to the next day you got to drop $4,000 on the fridge.
$4,000? Before we get into this episode, we gotta shout out our sponsor, Pose for Lola. This episode is sponsored by the luxurious photo booth that brings people together. I've personally used the Lola booth 2 times for 2 separate events, and let me tell you, it definitely was the life of the party. Visit poseforlola.com or follow at poseforlola on Instagram to book your experience. And let them know Conversations I Never Sent You. Now, let's get back into the episode. And we back with Miss Nat from Natroganix. First of all, we can't skip over the fact that you got on this Bape and Adidas collab shoe, because I ain't never even seen them before.
Let me show y'all.
No, they fire. They fire.
Yeah, I love a Bape Adidas collab. I have another pair that's like very similar to these, and they're so comfortable and they're so cute. And I never saw anybody with them.
I didn't even know they had a collab.
They have some fire. Like, I'm gonna have to show you the other ones I have. No, they have some fire.
Where'd you get them from?
Goat.
Goat. Okay. Mm-hmm. How much did it cost?
Girl, like 100 and...
No.
Yeah, I wear like a size 4.5, 5 in men. But in men, though. So in women, like... 6,
oh, 7. Wow. They okay.
So like
you got a small
5
foot.
In men. And yeah, like $130.
That's because your foot's small. I wear a 7.
Okay, we gonna look at them when we finish. Because they really weren't that... People sleeping on them. They really aren't that expensive. People just don't know about them. See, if people were on them, they would be more expensive.
Yeah, probably so. They,
but
supply and demand. They are really cute. They are, and they match. I see the Bape in the inside. The Bape, on the back. All right. Thank you. Fire round.
Oh, I love fire.
Save. Wait, what? You love fire?
Yeah. Like
What you mean you love fire? Wait a minute.
Fire,
we gotta come back to this.
Okay. Fire. First of all, don't let it go over your head, because it's deeper than just fire, like a flame. I mean, like flame within. Like, you gotta move with action with fire. Like, I'm a fire sign, so I love.
What's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
My favorite person in the world is a Leo.
Is a Leo?
Yes.
What are you?
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, my brother's a Taurus.
Yeah. Oh, for real? Yeah. When's his birthday?
He is April 21st, and my brother and I we went to A&T together. We lived I never lived with my friends. I always lived with my brother. Okay. So we did okay.
Y'all close. Y'all were.
That's when we really built that relationship. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But surprisingly, we were never both really in each other's space like that.
Okay.
But it worked.
All right. Cool. All right. Let's get into these questions. These fire round questions.
Fire round.
Specifically for you, it's 15 of them. Usually I don't get through all of them, but
let's do it.
It's yes or no. So
I'm ready.
We're gonna try to do it.
Yes or no?
Yes or no.
Okay.
I think.
Okay, because I like to talk, so let me just... Yes. No.
All right. 1, do you believe money is energy?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. Have you ever felt guilty for spending on yourself?
Yes.
Do you stick to a monthly budget?
Getting there.
Okay.
Working on it.
Have you ever made a money mistake and learned from it?
Oh, absolutely, yes. Do
you believe rest is a form of wealth?
Yes.
Have you undercharged for your work?
Yes. That's a whole nother topic, too. Yeah. That just comes with learning, financials and self-worth.
Yeah. Do you tithe or give regularly?
Oh, yes.
Have you invested in your business with your own savings? Yeah, we already talked about that. We already talked about that. Is financial freedom one of your goals?
Yes.
Have you ever had to choose purpose over a paycheck?
Oh, for sure.
Do you talk about...
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you talk about money with your friends?
Yeah.
Do you know your money blocks?
Yes.
Would you say no to a brand that didn't align with your values?
Absolutely.
Do you have multiple?
Every time.
Do you have multiple streams of income?
Yes.
Have you ever manifested a financial blessing?
Yes.
All right.
Ooh, we ran through them.
That was quick.
You don't get through.
I never got through them all.
I'm fire.
I've never. No, you are. I've never got through all of them.
We can do it
ever. Your money blocks. What's that?
So it's so funny. I said yes, and I was gonna come back and ask you about money blocks. Do you mean things that
are blocking you from making money?
Okay, that's what I thought. Yes, and honestly, a big one for me, going back to the question about ever, selling yourself a little bit short. That goes with that, because this is part of me building my relationship with money, and also just work. And while it can be a passion, you have to make money to keep things flowing.
Yeah. So
I'm really learning that balance and like harmonizing that right now with the feels of giving back and things like that. But I would be so uncomfortable when it came to conversations about when people ask me, well, what's the charge? Especially if it's like a special something that's not just on the menu. Like, what would you charge me to do this? I would always get so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And that also goes back to I never had conversations surrounding money growing up, for real. So I just didn't really have that line with money worth and, really realizing how much of a tool money is. So like I said, I'm recalibrating my mind to now, seeing money as a tool and using the gift. Because the only way I can keep giving is if I'm able to also bring in. So I will say I've been a big block. I myself and my certain mindsets that I've had. You know what I'm saying? And just not charging always what I was worth, what my products were worth. Not profiting anything, knowing I wasn't going to profit. But, at the same time, I'm okay with it. But down the line, you got to realize, you got to... We all eat if the space can also eat. So
yeah,
y'all can't keep eating if the space not eating.
Yeah.
So I'm learning that. Yeah.
Okay. Put a mic close to you.
Ooh.
Perfect.
I'm back.
I'm back. Tithing regularly. Tithe or give regularly.
Yes. So I would say giving. I think how do you say that? Tithing.
Yeah.
I always said that word wrong. As far as when I do go with my mama to church, my mama go to church every Sunday. When I do go with my mama to church, literally tithing that way, but also just giving back like through everything. That's my way. My way of giving back isn't just through money. And yes, I'm one of those people. I'm a giver. I am a giver. I will give when it comes to money, but also just, energy. And giving also is through giving attention, giving people your time. Sometimes that's all people need. They don't just need money. It's a lot deeper than that. So I think just giving people your energy, giving people time, and giving people also your knowledge and being able to exchange that with other people, I think that's a beautiful way that I've been able to give back and also been able to receive from others. So when I think tithing and giving, that's the biggest way I would say.
I got you. And this is my question. I ask this to everybody. Are you dating?
I am.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there anybody special?
Yes, very special man, y'all. He also has a shop, actually.
Oh.
Shout out to my man.
2 business owners.
Yeah, shout out to my man right down the street from me on 7th Street, Classic Studios.
Okay.
So it's a barbershop / boutique. Y'all check him out.
How'd y'all meet?
We actually met through him coming into the shop, but way before I opened. So, before I opened, I was just trapping the watermelons out the shop. Because, y'all, that's another thing. We're a whole fruit market, too. So we'll have the exotic fruits and things for people to get very soon. Like, we only use baby bananas, seeded fruits. We make our cashew. I didn't even talk about that. We make our cashew milks, almond butter. We make literally everything in-house. Wow. But I'm very particular about fruits and things that we can't typically find here. So, I have a bit more access to getting them. And so I plan to have a lot more in the shop too, but I had the seeded watermelons in the shop, and he hit me up and he was like, I want to come get a watermelon. So he came to get a watermelon.
Where he hit you up at?
On Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was posting the watermelons on IG, and so he came and got a watermelon, and we just hit off. And honestly, I wasn't really in the space where I felt like I wanted to date.
Okay.
And it still is a lot. You pouring so much into a new baby. Yeah. It's still finding that line and finding that balance. And honestly, it's challenging. But, we're doing it. At the end of the day, it's a foundational friendship and support. But, figuring it out. But, yeah, we met off some watermelons, y'all. Wow. My friends was like, you're going to meet your man in your shop. Watch. And the whole time I did.
They affirmed that.
I said, my next man not going to eat meat, y'all.
He don't eat meat?
Oh, no.
He's a vegan?
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he got the watermelon to do a watermelon fast. I said, this my type of man.
Okay. Is he of African American descent?
Oh, baby, we don't go nothing other.
Okay, I'll just ask.
Oh, baby.
I was just asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
A locked king.
Okay. Oh, he's got dreadlocks too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, y'all power couple. Y'all power couple. Y'all together yet? Is y'all together yet? Have y'all like solidified anything?
Oh, yeah.
So that's your boyfriend?
I don't like the term boyfriend. I feel like I'm too grown for that.
Oh,
that's my man. That's my partner. You know,
that's your
partnership
partner.
you build. So that's how I feel. I feel like a partnership is more important to me in building. But yeah, no, we're solidified.
Okay, that's so interesting.
Now we airing the...
I just was asking. You know, people be wanting to know.
But yeah, y'all check them out for sure. Classic Studios on 7th Street.
Okay, Classic Studios on 17th. Shout out to y'all.
712 North 7th Street. I think that's it.
We gonna put it in the show notes. We gonna tag them. If y'all know them, tag them. All right. What else I wanted to ask?
What about you? Are you dating? Let me throw the question
tough
back to you.
Subject. Tough subject.
I'm always interested in entrepreneur because it's different, especially when you're really in a space where you're pouring into your passion and you pouring so much. Sometimes trying to find that space to pour with somebody else.
And that's the thing. Like, we have another podcast under my network now that is forcing me to talk more about myself.
Ooh,
because it's 4 of us and we just kind of ping pong off of each other.
Okay.
And I revealed that, I have an ex-person, ex-girlfriend, that we just can't make it work. We can't make it work. Okay. And I'm like a serial monogamist. So I've only had like 2 girlfriends. Okay. And I told God, or asked God, revealed to God, I was like, God, if you want me to be with somebody, you literally will have to drop them in my face. It's no other way. I don't have.
Least suspected.
That's true. But I don't have a desire to date right now, so I'm not gonna say I'm not dating. Right. But I just don't. I'm not chasing right now.
But you're open to it.
I'm open to it.
That's beautiful.
I'm not feeling it right now.
I feel you.
Yeah. Especially after doing these books the other day, I was like, man.
Once you start dating, baby.
What?
Woo!
I can barely keep up with this.
A meal turns a $20 meal easily turned to $60
when you're dating. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Okay, so what you think about gender roles?
And it's so funny because I was literally about to say out my mouth, and I'm not one of them that feels like the man pays for everything. No, and my parents aren't like that. I literally never grew up seeing that either. So like my mama, they both pay the bills. Okay. And I always grew up seeing, both of them do things and both of them take care of what need to be taken care of. And I've always been very independent to the point where I was a little overly independent when it came to men. Like, I wasn't comfortable allowing men to buy things for me and dating and they paying for the first date. Like, I don't want to do it. And it's like, all right, girl, like, you gotta let him do it. Yeah, I don't really believe in gender roles. I think that there is feminine energy, there's masculine energy, and I think that both the male and the female have both. And I think it's important to be able to tap into both. Now, I think naturally a man probably will take the trash out and do certain things like that. And a woman naturally is nurturing a little bit more and things of that sort. There's certain things that come more by nature. But I think we're in a society now where people put that agenda where it's like, if the man isn't paying for everything, it's not right, and it's not. I don't believe in that personally.
Yeah, that's a big thing for me too. Yeah. That I honestly don't know if I can even get into that because I feel like that's a straight thing. I mean, maybe I take on gender roles unknowingly. Maybe I project them. I was at a podcast with one of my friends, TC, the other day, and we talked a lot about this. Really? And she was saying like. And I asked her this question. I asked her about gender roles, and she's like, well, maybe I do project them in my relationship, but like my girlfriend doesn't like put those on me. Right. I think I do project them in the relationship as well because I am very independent. I'm hyper independent. Yeah. Like to a fault. Like it's crazy. And like even sometimes if I go out with my friends or something like that, I'll pay for everybody. Yeah. And I just like that. I like making people feel good. I like surprising people by thinking you had to pay for this and I did. So like, and I don't know if that's more of a gender role thing or me just being very generous.
I think that's you being I wouldn't say that's necessarily gender role. I think that's you being generous. Yeah. Naturally, yeah. And I think
but I think that too in entrepreneur world that can get taken advantage of by the wrong person.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let me tell you, absolutely. But something I have also with you saying, you feel like you're hyper independent. Yeah. I also, like I said, feel like I have been, and one of the biggest things I have learned going through this journey is I cannot do it by myself. Like I wouldn't be here if I didn't have people to lean on. And it's really taught me, like, put me in a lot of uncomfortable positions in the past year going through this journey, because I have had to let go of that over control and over independence and really allow people to help me. And it's so beautiful. So I'm really learning. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's an African proverb that says you can go fast by yourself, you can go far with a team.
Okay.
Yeah.
T.
All right.
That's a word.
That's a word.
Bree.
We can talk about so many other things,
Literally.
but I am not going to take up too much more of your time. The way I usually end this off is I ask my guests their favorite quote. Another thing I'm doing now is every single guest, and I'll get you to do this too. Every single guest that left, whoever I interviewed last, leaves a question for you.
Ooh,
without knowing who is coming.
Ooh.
It's like an anonymous type of thing.
I love that.
Yeah, so I'll get you to do that, but I'll ask you that question.
Okay.
Well, I'll go grab it and you let the people know what your quote is, or like if you have a scripture or whatever you have that you live by.
Honestly, I'm not one of those people that just has like a quote off the top of my head necessarily, because I live day by day, and it's a different thing, a different story every day, a different word that I feel and that my spirit needs each and every day. So I guess today we'll say a word. Let me think for a second. The word of today is power.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. Power in your journey. Power in being able to pivot. Because today I had to pivot.
Yeah, you definitely had to pivot today.
Power in just power. But for me today was power in being able to pivot.
So did you have to get a new refrigerator now?
Tomorrow we gonna look. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna figure it out tomorrow. I said, I'm not even about to stress out. Lauren came in at 12:30. That was when her shift was starting. When she came in, I helped finish up things because I had a lot more prep to do. Yeah. And I think I left at like 3. I said, I'm not even gonna think about it. She asked me, she's like, well, what are we gonna? I said, I'll figure it out tomorrow. I'm about to go on a run. I went on a run. And then that's like my safe space, my peace. Okay. I went on a run, and then I went and got myself a salad from Roots, not the one downtown, the other one.
Okay.
I had to say that. But so
no tea, no shade.
I got me a salad for Roots because I didn't go back to the shop and to get anything. No tea, no shade. To get anything. And yeah, that was that. I said, I'm gonna go on a run and get myself something to eat, and then we came here.
Ooh,
so,
okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna think about it.
That's why you
tomorrow.
full, because you didn't just have any salad. You had like a full
I had some chickpeas, some sweet potatoes. And that's what people think that it's just salad with cucumber and lettuce. And don't get me wrong, even with our raw salads at the shop where we don't do chickpeas and sweet potatoes, we put raw walnut mix on it and all the goods. We put plantain. Y'all ever had plantains on a salad? Raw plantains is fire. It gives
like
you a little
bananas,
bit of sweet
right?
with the... Yeah, you don't like plantains? Do you like fried plantains?
See, I just don't know about like fried stuff that's sweet. Like, okay,
well, it's not. We don't do ours fried, but I do.
Oh yeah,
I really enjoy plantains. Yeah, I'm gonna make you something.
Okay, we gonna try. We gonna try.
I'm gonna make you something. But yeah, I had a good salad, and I went on a good run, and that's my peace. That's like my sanctuary, and we did that. And so tomorrow I'm gonna try to find me a fridge. All right. I'm gonna go to the restaurant stores and see about it. But yeah, in business, you never know. You could go from one budget to the next day. You got to drop $4,000 on the fridge.
4,000?
Oh, it's a prep fridge. Like it's the one, like the sandwich prep fridge, like the one that has a top that slides up. Yeah. I mean, you're not gonna get a good one for under $2,000. And for like a long one with a lot of trays, they go from like $2,000 is like a smaller one up to like $8,000. I'm gonna try to find something under $4,000, but that's just they're expensive. They're expensive, but needed, much needed.
Whew. All right, well, go ahead and shout out if you have anything coming up in your social media and stuff.
What do we have coming up? Honestly, going into June, we don't have too much planned in June right now. Follow us on the socials. Right now, I'm building the team, so really focusing on that because we've been doing so many different events. I realized I wasn't, I'm trying to step back a little bit and go back to building the foundation.
You've been outside.
I've just been moving, So, and I've been doing so many events with letting other people kind of do their thing and collab within the space. And now there's so many things that I've always wanted to put forward in the space, including, like I was telling you, opening the basement and getting that going, and just really building a plan for that. And so I'm really focusing on that right now. So definitely catch us on social media, Natroganix, Natroganix on Instagram. We always post updates with what we have going on. It may be nothing now, but by tomorrow I may have came out with something that we're going to do in 2 weeks. So make sure y'all follow us, check us out, and on our website too, Natroganix.com.
Okay, and then I got the address here is 105 East Broad Street, Richmond, Virginia, 23219.
Yes.
Phone number 804-903-5797. Email 5797.
Yeah.
Email wellness@natroganix.com. So y'all got everything you need.
And you'll hear back directly from Natalie Elise.
Ooh, right back from the owner. That's what I'm talking about.
Get into it.
All right, and now to end it off, this is the question that was left for you. What moment in your childhood sparked your interest in what you do now?
You know what? Like I said, the whole journey with the medication really sparked me.
Yeah.
Like once I really started going down that hole of like anxiety and feeling like depression and things, and I knew it wasn't really. I didn't feel like it was
we talked about that.
Oh, well, I was telling you. So the medicine was giving me really bad side effects.
Oh, the
ADHD medicine.
The ADHD medicine. Got you.
And that's what made me really start going. And then I started.
Got you.
I'm like, this doesn't even feel like me. Like I felt like a zombie. I felt like I wasn't myself, and that's what led me to kind of feel anxious and like depressed.
Okay.
And so when I didn't take it, I didn't feel like that. So that's what sparked me to get into the whole natural aspect. And I completely changed. I mean, I was in school to be a doctor. Like I wanted to deliver babies. I still do. I plan to go down the midwifery flow and get back into my education. Yeah. I still plan to, but just more, the midwifery natural aspect now than the hospital setting. But I would say just going through that whole phase with the medication for sure, and also just seeing my family have different issues with their health and mental, and really just knowing that it all starts from what you put into your body, who you're around, what you're taking in. That leads to everything. I mean, and I'm going to say, this is actually the word. Health is wealth. Speaking with financials, that's really the word.
Yeah.
Because, how can you really be in the mindset to get your financials and, get that together if you don't have your mind right from how you take care of yourself. So it all intertwines with each other, But I'll say, definitely seeing what was going on around me, family members with cancer, diabetes. My dad has diabetes. And just my own personal journey with seeing how the modern medication was really affecting me and just taking hold of not what I learned, but what I was called to be. Not what I learned, I guess, by nature growing up necessarily, like within my household, but what God called me to be, and not being afraid to take my own path. So it's been beautiful. Breaking those, I don't like to say breaking curses, but breaking habits.
Yeah. Oof. Well, this has been an amazing episode of Conversations Unearthed. Thank you so much for hanging out and taking time out of your schedule to come see me today on your 6-month anniversary of Natroganix.
Happy 6 months,
Happy
Natroganix.
6 months. Congratulations. I'm so glad that you were able to do it today on your, like, this is
beautiful.
Such a divine day to do it.
And I didn't even get the post to say, I was so trying to get everything together with that fridge. It kind of threw me off, but it's okay. We're going to do something. We're doing something big for the 1 year.
Oh,
I don't know what, but we gonna go crazy.
Let me know. I'm coming.
It's in December, but we gonna go crazy. And I have the downstairs open by then. Yeah, we gonna do maybe a whole big expo. It's gonna go crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep you.
And we could talk too, cause your space is so fire. Like,
we gotta do some things.
We gotta do a live event there. We gotta do a live podcast.
Let's do something.
Okay. Y'all heard it here. Y'all heard it here first. Big facts.
Thank you for having me, Bree.
Absolutely. Anytime.
This was amazing. So genuine and just
flow.
Very welcoming. Very flow. I love you. That's my word. Flow space. I love flow.
Yeah.
I love flow.
Nah, that's huge.
It was flow.
Yeah.
Very flow. So much gratitude to you.
This is
Thank
beautiful.
y'all for watching.
Thank y'all. Peace, blessings. Good night.
Peace. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.